What's up, guys? We are back looking at some more NBA plays in today's video. Yesterday we went 2-1, but the one miss was in the MLB. Yesterday in the NBA, though, we cashed out our NBA play with Karl-Anthony Towns. What a crazy play that was. He had like 4 points for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter went absolutely crazy. One of the greatest winners I've had, but hey, cash is cash. And I'm back with a couple of NBA plays for you in today's video, so let's hop in and let's get to those winners. I have 2 plays for you guys in this video, but if you want a third play tomorrow, get this video here to 175 likes, and I will drop a third play in tomorrow's video. So we're going to do these free plays in the NBA in just a second here. Before we do so, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. In the DubClub, you get all of my plays sent to your phone and access to the Discord, which gives you access to a ton of different perks. First thing, though, is that I'm actually offering a special offer right now. If you go down in my description, click on the link or in the first link in the comment section, and you will see a special offer available to you. Just scroll down. There will be a banner that pops up at the bottom of your screen giving you a limited time special offer with only a couple of spots left. You also, though, when you join the DubClub, if you connect your Discord account to DubClub, you get access to my Discord. That includes all these extra channels right here, which gives you access to my correlation slips with some 6-mans. We've cashed about, I believe, 9 slips in the last 8 days or so, somewhere around there. We've been super profitable on these slips. We actually just had 2 entries yesterday, missed by 1 leg, unfortunately, but we have been crushing these time and time again. They've been extremely profitable for us. We're cashing 6-mans left and right. You also have access to my underdog streaks. Our last cash offer was up to $2,100. We were 1 leg away from $5 to $5,000. You get access to my home run plays also. We've only had these for like 3 days so far. We already cashed out one for a 10.43x. You of course also get access to my community chat too, though, to talk to me and other members about plays or whatever's going on. I am one of the most responsive guys you will see out there. Just add me in the chat and I'll get back to you in probably within 5 minutes, no matter what question you have. I'm very responsive in the chat. It's super easy to reach me and talk to me in the community chat there. You also have access to my contributors plays too, though, from guys like Asmi and Elo. Asmi is an elite PGA guy. He cashes his plays time and time again in golf. It is ridiculous how good he has been. Elo is primarily a soccer guy. He's been cashing a ton also. You can see all the green that he has had just on soccer yesterday. You also have Emo here, who is a big NBA and WNBA guy. There are so many perks available over in the DubClub. Try it for at least a month, but I think you will want to stick around for even longer. So go get in for yourself for now, available in my description. Go ahead and click on that link to join with that special offer with only a couple of spots left. With that now out of the way, let's get to these free plays today. If you have not already, make sure to leave a like on this video here and subscribe. And most important thing, though, is have those notifications on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. But also play responsibly and at your own risk. Let's get to today's plays. The first play I like here on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the points and the assist category. Because tonight I like Mike Conley over his points and assists at about 10.5 tonight against OKC, of course. Game 4 in the series here, and I'm trusting in Mike Conley, who has yet to go over in the series. He's over 3 in the series so far, but there's a reason why I like him so much on the over for his points and assists tonight. So far in the series, he's played 23 minutes, 28 minutes, and 22 minutes. However, the 23 minutes and the 22 minutes came in 2 blowout games. This series has been blowout central, man. It's been ridiculous. That game in game 1 was a pretty big blowout there with Minnesota losing. The last game, Minnesota won by about 42 points. So the only game that was somewhat close, though, we played 28 minutes, which is very, very promising. Because in games this year where he sees even just at least 20 minutes, he's been over in 72% of games, and when he sees at least 24 minutes, over in 80% of games there. So I don't think we'll be seeing games where he's like in the high 30 minutes or anything like that, though, which those games are factored into that there. In the past, though, against OKC, he has been pretty good in the first 2 games against them with 20 and 14, where he played about 23 minutes and then 31 minutes. But the last 4 games against OKC have not been super great. However, I think he's due for a pretty good game here. Because his usage has been fairly good in these games here. He's mainly been having around 16 to 18% usage, so I guess pretty consistent. And you can see that his minutes have also been just kind of inconsistent also. But if we are getting a good competitive basketball game here, like we're hoping for that, he should be seeing some good quality minutes. And in games this year where he plays between 20 and 30 minutes this year, which I think is extremely doable. I'd be surprised if he didn't have him between that range. And also when he has at least 15% usage, he's been very, very good, going over at about 88% of games this year, as you see here. He's only had 2 misses recently, which are both in this series here. So just kind of a couple of outliers here, the last 2 games that he has kind of missed this line in. Because in most games, when he has these metrics, he's going over in. So I think Conley is due for a pretty good game here, and I think that is going to come in this game here in Game 4, with them being at home also. I think overall Mike Conley is in a great spot to bounce back, and this time go over his 10.5 points plus assists. I actually didn't mention this either, but last game he had 8 points and assists in only those 22 minutes. But in that game, he also shot 2 for 8. The other games in this series, he shot 2 for 8 and 1 for 6. He's been shooting very, very bad as of late, and especially in this series. Overall, though, he's shot about 38% this year. He's been shooting even worse as of late. If he can even come close to about 40% shooting in this game, I think Conley will be able to clear this line relatively easily. Just need, a couple of threes, hopefully, 1 to 2 threes, couple of baskets, give me some assists. I think this is not too high of a line for Conley to cover in this one. It's kind of a bounce back spot here, coming off of 3 rough games in the first 3 games of the series. Trusting in the vet here. Before we get to my next play, if you're not yet on Better Picks, it's one of the new apps out there that is awesome in my opinion. They also have some awesome welcome offers here where you get your first entry on them, win or lose up to $250. It's available in most states, 21 years and older, and also, by the way, they give you a free square when you sign up if you use my promo code DOMGProps. So it's not promo code DOMG, it is DOMGProps, and it's also available with the link in my description. What's so cool about this app, though, is all their different projections that they offer, and you can also see that they have a ton of promos all the time on this app, which are really, really unique and not really on any other app out there. The best promo, though, is that they have discounts every single day on their app. If you log in, probably around noon every single day, they will have a couple of discounts on the board for you pretty much every day. They usually have at least 2 or 3. They're not just like 1-point discounts or anything like that in the NBA. They're really actually pretty good discounts. Like it's MLB pitchers discounted by 1 or 2 strikeouts, or NBA players discounted by like 4 or 5 points or PRA. It's a really cool app, and I definitely do enjoy it. So if you want it for yourself, get it for yourself in my description. Use promo code DOMGProps with the link in my description to join Better Picks. I should also mention that you actually get a free month of my DubClub if you happen to use promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with. Just take a screenshot, use my promo code, and send that to domgpropsvip@gmail.com. I'll send you back a free month of my DubClub. That applies to all these apps that you can see right here, including Better Picks, which again is promo code DOMGProps. All these other apps available here are your promo code DOMG. So again, domgpropsvip@gmail.com is the email. But now getting to my next NBA play, we're going to head over to the PRA category here because this time I'm running him right back. Man, I'm taking him every game in the series so far. Give me Naz Reid in his points, rebounds, and assists tonight at 20. I don't love this one as much on PrizePicks because it is of a 20. It's at 20 here, but if you play this on like Underdog Fantasy, for example, or any other app out there really, he should be available to at 19.5 and at a solid payout. So Naz Reid here, I'm running it right back. I've taken him in every game in the series so far, and he's cleared his line for me in 2 out of 3 games, because his line was lower in pretty much all 3 of these games, really, but he had bad shooting in this game to miss, but these 2 games here, he actually came through for me and cashed in both of those games, so let's make it 3 out of 4 winners for me here, Naz. I think he's in a great spot. He had 20 PRA last game, and that came in that blowout win, where he only saw about 19 minutes in that game because of the massive blowout. So I think this time again, though, he's due for about 28 minutes this time around. They like him on the court because Rudy Gobert can just not really defend as well as Naz. He's just not as mobile, really. They just really like having Naz on the court because he's just super, super mobile. And you can just see what he's been able to do in this series, though, so far. He's had 16, 18, and 20 PRA, just kind of trending up more and more. But I think we'll be going back to about 28 minutes in this game here for Naz. And in games this year where he has played, at least 20 minutes even, he's been over in 59%. But when you do increase this to at least 24 minutes, it goes all the way up to about 68%. And this matchup, though, has just been very, very good for him for the most part. Like, even in past games against OKC, he's had 28, 48, 35, and 36 PRA in a couple of previous games against them. Even with him seeing this many minutes, like, it was a ridiculous minutes that he was seeing. Even if you were to dumb that down to about 28 minutes, he still would have covered that line in these games. I will say his usage was a little bit lower last game. It was only about 13%, but it was also just a smaller sample size. He only played 19 minutes in that game. In the past, though, when he has at least 13% usage in 24-plus minutes, he has been over this in 70% of games so far this year. And if you look at just his usage in the other games, though, in this series, it was a lot better, where he had about 24% usage and 19% usage. So I think as long as Naz is continuing to shoot well, because he did have an issue with that in game 1. He shot very well last game percentage-wise, though. And as long as he's just going to have that, decently high usage, like around 17 to 20%, I'd be happy with for the most part, preferably 20, of course. And as long as he is playing, 24 to 28 minutes, I think Naz is in a great spot to cover his PRA yet again for me in this spot. I haven't done with the free plays yet, but a couple of reminders to not miss out in joining the DubClub. There's a special offer waiting for you with the link in my description. Just click on it, scroll down, and you just click on claim offer, and it will pull up some special discounts for you to get in for either the next month or for the next 3 months. Gives you access to all of my plays sent straight to your phone, as well as the Discord, access to my community chat, and access to my correlation slips, my underdog streaks, and my lottery plays. But here's some more free plays from the daily grind tool. And this tool here can show off the best expected value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, there's some good value plays on some CSGO. There's some good value plays on some League of Legends, as well as like SGA under Fantasy Score, for example. And if you want to find a play on PrizePicks, like an entry, click on Puzzle View Plays, and you can find plays that fit into a certain play type in terms of expected value to give you some nice just value over on PrizePicks. If you want this tool here for yourself, you can get it for yourself by description by clicking on the fantasy bundle and scrolling down. You guys can go get a little bit of a discount too, also, if you use my promo code. But there is another tool available for my description, so separately, called the ASO Generator. And this was over 2,000 units of profit since last year, and there are 4 slips currently on the board for apps like PrizePicks. Right now on PrizePicks, they like some plays for some CSGO and some MLB, for example, and has a profit margin right now about 10.2%. If you click on Bet on PrizePicks, it puts it into PrizePicks for you just like that, like if you were clicking on a link for a PrizePicks entry. This tool is awesome. Get this tool also for yourself in my description, but this time click on the slip generator and scroll down, and again, use promo code DOMG. Thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Best of luck. If you want to submit for $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, you can watch this video on your screen right here.